y'all a view here. Welcome to episode 108 of Riding with Tim. It's a beautiful morning, that's for sure. It's really nice. Thank you for the like. All right, I'm gonna get on to the topic of the day until I start having a conversation in the chat. And the topic of the day is priorities. It's been the ongoing theme for the last couple of days, last couple of episodes. About choices and responsibility, how that's your two primary things that make up priorities. Your choices and your responsibilities. So I said we were going to focus on resources, prioritizing your resources. One of the exercises I asked you all to do was to write down your top five priorities, or your top five priorities. What do you consider are your top five things in life that you want to accomplish or you got to do? All right, and you write them down from one being the most important to five being the least. Once you write those down, then take a look at those priorities and see if. Thank you for the like. Thank you all for joining me. All right, after you look at your list of five, take a second to think over the order of that list, and really see what's important in your life. Okay, now I want you to do that. I want you to prioritize your resources. What are the most important resources and how do you make them a priority of care? I am from Central Kentucky. So your resources are an important part of your daily living. Central Kentucky. Sorry. Where are you from? So you get your resources together, or you have resources. How do you prioritize care for your resources? Now, of course, resources is more than monetary. You have your monetary resources, which is money and assets. But what other resources do you have? Well, for me, my network, my relationships are a resource. What's another resource? Well, number one for me, and this might sound cliche, but it is what it is. My number one resource is God, of course. My second resource is my family, which falls under relationships, but they're number two on the list. Other relationships, as far as networking, monetary value, like your money and your assets, those are resources. So on and so on. So how do you have to with resources? You have to pour into those resources to keep those resources from let's see here. What's a good term? I'm not gonna say disappear. You gotta help your resources grow. Okay. How do you do that? Especially when I say that God is one of my resources. Well, God's big all by himself. He doesn't need me to help him grow. But I do need him to grow in me. Does that make sense? It's not me helping God grow, but it's me helping God grow in me. So that growth comes from study, from prayer, from meditation, just growing my relationship with him. That's how you grow that resource. You grow that relationship with him. Okay. We go to networking. I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, except with networking, you can lose those people. God doesn't. He's not gonna leave you. Now he might. He might stay. If you want to act an idiot, he might step back and allow things to happen. But he will not leave you. He will be there. With a network, with people, whether it be a network or family, you can end that relationship for good. You can get into a position where you never have that relationship again. That's not the same with God, okay? You can always come back. He's there with open arms. He's a forgiving God. He's a merciful God. But he's also a God that is jealous, and he wants his due, okay? So with networking, you got to go into that knowing that those bridges can be burnt and not repaired. So you have to build a good relationship. Like right now, some of the relationships that I've built, I didn't build on my own. Okay? So I got into, let me rephrase that. At the end of the day, the people you know, they know people. All right? So don't be afraid to ask your friends, ask your family for help. Who do you know? Put me in contact with an expert. Okay, that's what I'm saying. Just be like, hey, put me in contact with the expert. Um, your network's resources can become your resources. Okay, so I'm not saying that your network of people have to be close personal friends. It doesn't hurt. I mean, I have some close personal friends that are also a part of my network. And as a matter of fact, most of my network that aren't close personal friends or we got acquainted because of my close personal friends. All right, so we'll get back on that again tomorrow. I would like to talk about that more. I don't want to try to force feed people into a 2-hour lecture. Just give you little bits and pieces at a time. Just think about that. Think about your resources. Think about how you're managing your resources. Part of the managing we didn't get into the monetary thing about resources, and that we'll get into that tomorrow. Budgeting. You'd be surprised. A lot of people don't know how to budget, or they think they do. Some people don't have the willpower to put aside what they want to make sure they get what they need. And they really feel like it's other people's responsibility to make sure that their needs are taken care of while they have a good time and do what they want. And that's not it. That's not it. It's not it, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, it's just what it is. It's nobody else's responsibility. I don't care if it's your parents, if it's your spouse. At the end of the day, when you're able and you're in your right mind and you know that you've got a responsibility that needs to be taken care of, you should be the first person to try to take care of it. Now, if you need help in the midst of you trying to do the best you can, then there's nothing wrong with reaching out. But when you act like that somebody is obligated to take care of your needs while you get what you want, no. I don't feel that. I don't feel it at all. Because what if everybody started acting that way? What if everybody started to act like, I want somebody else to feed me? I want to go out and I want to have a good time. Now you got 4 or 5 people in a circle and they all want to go out and have a good time, but everybody's used their resources up to get the necessities. And they're all looking at each other like it's your fault. No, everybody had the responsibility. That responsibility doesn't fall on one person or 2 people or 3 people. If everybody has the opportunity to chip in, everybody should chip in. All right, so we're going to get on that tomorrow. I definitely want to talk about budgeting tomorrow. We're going to definitely get on that. Tomorrow is Mother's Day, so for you mothers out there, happy Mother's Day, and for you men and women who still have their mother, cherish her, do something nice for her. I missed Mother's Day last year. My mom had to she spent Mother's Day with her sister, which they're best friends, and that's cool. But I felt bad, because my dad's gone now, so me and my brothers are pretty much all she has. I mean, she's got grandkids, but they doing their own thing. So, I mean, one thing that, yeah, I'll leave that one alone. But anyway, just cherish your mothers. For the men who have for the men who have women in their life that have buried their seed, thank them. Thank them, especially if they're a great mother. You better take your butt on. Thank them, especially if they're a great mother. No problem. There's a great mother right there. So I'm gonna come to an end on this live, cuz I love you, and please tell your daughters the same thing. Happy Mother's Day for me, and I'm gonna get ready to get off of here. A lot of my mothers are gone now. I still got my mama. All right, so y'all have a good one. Love you guys.